Well, hello, Cancer gang. How are you guys doing? This is for you if you have Cancer and your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement. And if you don't know that information, there is a link in my description box where you can get that for free, okay? Also there you will see information of how to book a personal reading with me. There are several different types and pricing based on what you are looking for, okay? And we can certainly delve into detail, not just in matters of the heart, but money, job, career, family, you're trying to make a decision, whatever the case may be, okay? So with that being said, I also appreciate the likes and the comments below the videos. It means the world to hear from you guys, okay? And if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel, okay? So this Cancer is going to be for you if you are involved in something with someone, okay? This is strictly for those of you who are involved, okay? So if you are in a relationship or a situationship or whatever, whatever the case may be, you're currently involved with someone. Let's take a look, Cancers. We're going to get their energy, your energy, and a probable outcome based on the current energy. Okay, Cancer, let's take a look. All right. Well, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, Cancer. Okay. All right. So, their energy. They do see this with a lot of potential. They're kind of weighing some options. You have the Two of Wands in the upper right, but it is a possible coming together with potential, okay? Two of Wands again, okay? But very likely that they are kind of looking at things and kind of pondering things, okay? But at any rate, it does definitely indicate a possible partnership with some progress, okay? Queen of Swords, beautiful energy, okay? One of my favorite cards of the deck, but of course I'm an air sign, so, Swords is air energy, which, by the way, you have fire, air, earth, air. I don't think you have any water though, but you have everything else, but okay. So that's often why I say the zodiac signs associated, especially with the minors, probably don't really have a lot to do with the story, but let's just get the message behind the cards. Okay, this person is very giving, Six of Pentacles, okay? But the reason I like this Queen of Swords, this is a very mature energy. Now, the thing you have to understand about the Queen of Swords, okay, this energy is somebody who has no problem cutting out situations, people, whatever, that do not align, and it will do so quickly. Now, I'm not reading gender, I'm reading energies, so it may be a male or female, but this is their energy, okay? Very independent, not worried about other people's opinions. Sometimes can come across as critical or abrupt, but on the inside, really very caring person, okay? And really, has a strong ability to see through and cut through the BS, call it out for what it is, okay? And move along, okay? Without wasting a whole lot of time on a situation, which is kind of interesting. So they do see a lot of potential here, Cancer, okay? Now, let's talk about you. All right, so this is the thing. I do think that, you have emotion for this person. You've got a page here. It's Page of Wands, okay? Could be children involved, certainly, but okay, and I always, give that as a possibility when I see a page. I don't really think there's immaturity per se. The reason I think a page came out is I think you're, and it is Wands. I think you're ready to take action, but at the same time, I think you're a little guarded, okay? Which is kind of interesting. It is good news. And I don't think either one of you are really allowing yourselves to be, affected by outside influence, which is perfect, okay? That's very healthy, okay? You and your energy have the Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? So, the advice there and the observation is this, be sure that when challenges come, that you take responsibility for your part in whatever may have happened, okay? Don't rationalize or justify your behaviors, just own them, It's just real simple. But you have the World card, okay? All about being at the right place at the right time. It's a great self-awareness in your energy. Okay, probably the same over in the person's energy as well, because you got the Queen of Swords over there, and certainly that energy lends itself to that, okay? But a great self-awareness, ready for the next phase of the journey. So I think both of you are kind of ready to move forward, you know, towards whatever next step. That's kind of what I get from this. I get that this thing is kind of in some early stages of something. I'm just going to call that like I see it. And normally I don't always say that, but there is a lot of happiness on your part with this person, okay? And this person is, you know, kind of slated to see the value in this. Six of Pentacles, I get that with that too. And to kind of take a step forward in this thing, okay? I mean, it's kind of interesting, the energies that I'm getting here, okay? You know, here's what I see going forward. Okay, first of all, you know, going forward. Oh, you do have water. I missed that. My bad. So you have all 12 zodiac signs. Boom. There you go. Okay. But you have the Judgment in reverse. Okay. And what that speaks to is that there will be obstacles to overcome. Now, that's not always a bad thing, Cancer. I don't care how strong the people are and how wise and mature, there are going to be challenges along the way. The question is how the people involved approach this, okay, and whether it makes you stronger together or, you know, it kind of tears you apart, okay? And so that, you know, and what I like to say, always bring up when the Judgment card comes out is, you know, sometimes involves a judgment call. Sometimes outcomes are not set in stone. Now, is it slated for success? Yes, it is. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, okay, which is kind of interesting because that kind of shows a maturing, okay, and, you know, a lot of, it could be financial abundance associated with one or both of you, okay? This person is, or you is probably a healer, okay? Maybe teaches, okay? Maybe, you know, giving of their time or energy in some way, but maybe not necessarily. But very savvy, very practical, okay? Grounded and stable. That's what I'm getting for the energies associated with this connection, okay? But I did save the best for last, okay? Three of Cups in the upright. And, you know, I said I was going to try to show these cards. These are the cards in their energy, okay? This is where they see potential right here, Two of Wands. This is me describing the energy of this person, okay, as being somebody who cuts through the BS, can come across as being bored, but very giving and seeing the value in this thing. And, you know, kind of all about equal give and take, okay? Very much ready to move forward. That's what I'm getting from this, okay, and this, okay? And then the overall just characteristics of the person I'm getting is very mature, okay? And, you know, ability to cut through things. And let's go back to your cards and the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the World card, and the Page of Wands, okay? I say the Page of Wands, this is why I think this thing is at like a beginning thing or maybe at a crossroads. But, you know, be careful not to rationalize and justify things and just step up and take responsibility. And that may be why that Judgment card came up in reverse. Maybe that's an obstacle that you have to overcome. But here at the very center is the Major Arcana. Okay, that's the overarching energy. Always Major Arcanas are the big talk in a reading, okay? But this is a lot of happiness. This is being ready for the next phase. Success oftentimes associated with World card. Page of Wands, you know, good news, okay? Not worried about other, free-spirited, okay? Speaks their mind, probably. Very charismatic, probably, with Wands energy like that, okay? And I don't know if I said that a while ago, but okay. So now, we have the Queen of Pentacles, as I said, in the outcome. We have the Judgment card reversed, speaking to obstacles to be overcome. This is still a lot of maturity, grounded, stable, savvy, you know, very practical, and that's where you often have that helping healer, educator, you know, healthcare kind of maybe mentality. This is, as I said, the long-term thing, okay, the Three of Cups. This has a lot of potential, okay, and I'm going to give you some caveats, but the Three of Cups is, can mean a marriage card, okay, but it certainly speaks to long-term happiness and success and cause for celebrations, okay, and just a lot of harmonious times ahead and peace, okay? So, you know, overall, Cancer, this is a really beautiful relationship reading. You know, there are obstacles to overcome, okay? And this, you know, this, and the outcome's not being set in stone. The reason this came up as a reminder is for the very caveat that I'm going to give you. All right, as with any relationship, I don't care how strong the folks are. A relationship is very much a distraction from life, okay? It takes time out of your, you know, day, okay? So, you cannot neglect yourself or your energy work every day, okay? Because if you do, and especially if this is a strong soul connection, and I think there is cause to believe that it is, okay, it can go toxic regardless, okay? So, you know, I don't want to see that happen. It's not slated to, but, you know, outcomes not being set in stone. To make the commitment to do the work every day, you guys both, everybody involved in this thing has to be doing daily energy work, or else it's going to crash. But I don't see that happening. But don't get complacent. There's your caveat. And the other thing is, work on yourself. Continue to do your shadow work. If you find yourself justifying your behaviors, if you find yourself rationalizing, well, I did this because of this, you know, wouldn't have done this if you hadn't have done this. If you find yourself doing that, okay, then time to go inside and work on some stuff, okay? We talk about that in my shadow work stuff and, you know, meditation and that sort of thing. But okay. But, you know, don't blame others. You know, we always have a choice in how we react and how we act, okay? Never forget that, okay? We can return like energy or we can disrupt it, okay? Just like the analogy that I give about somebody throwing a rock in the pond and the ripples outward. You can throw a rock and disrupt that and make it all different, right? Well, disrupting energy works in the same fashion, okay? So you kind of disrupt that, you know, and that's not to say to tolerate idiotic behavior from your person or anybody. No, you're not a doormat. But at the same time, you know, you can disrupt and kind of diffuse. It's your choice, right? It's always a choice. So with that being said, Cancers, let's pull you some Moonology and some quotes real quick, okay? Let's just do that. And, well, where did my Moonology go? I don't know where it went. But okay, well, that must mean, all right, we're going to go to Animal Oracle. There's always a reason for things, right? I don't know. There it is. I'll get those in a minute, but we're going to pull you some Animal Oracles right now, Cancer, okay? Animal Oracles. What do we have to say to my Cancers? What do we have to say? Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether singing, playing an instrument, or listening. And if that's not true, I don't know what is. And okay, I'm going to encourage you to listen to things with a positive message, okay? Stay away from the tear in my beer stuff, okay? So yeah, there you have it. You also have the rattlesnake. The experiences that you're presently going through are an initiation to fulfilling your role as a healer. And you have the serpent, okay, the rattlesnake. Awesome. Beautiful reading. Okay, and also Moonology for you. Moonology for you, Cancer. Real quick. A personal issue is going to reach resolution. And look, it's Cancerian energy. Boom! Stepping into your power, Cancers. Love, love, love it. I'm going to pull you a quote from my handmade 3x5 deck real quick here, Cancers, okay? I'm going to pull this for you real quick. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Hit me up for a personal reading, okay? Let's talk about the comfort zone and the toxicity there, right? Outside of the comfort zone is where the magic happens. Why? Because, you know, being in uncomfortable situations where you kind of don't know your way around, you feel like you're feeling your way around in the dark and forced to learn, okay, that's growth. Stagnation is inside your comfort zone, so that's why we have that. The ultimate measure of a man, this is MLK, who I love, by the way, Martin Luther King Jr., very appropriate. We are in Black History Month. But okay, the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. Talk about being outside your comfort zone. Man, was MLK ever always outside the comfort zone, man. There you go. So with that being said, Cancers, I wish you all great success, a lot of abundance, and a lot of love and healing.